from Southern Colorado's high-definition news leader. This is News Channel 13, where the news comes first.
Passing cold front will spread strong and widespread storms this afternoon. We'll talk about the details coming up.
Day 3 of the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia saw speeches from President Obama, Vice President Biden, and former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg. The highlights coming up. A local MMA coach is behind bars for the alleged sexual assault of a teenager, what the local fighting community is saying. Good morning, Colorado. It's 4:30, Thursday, July 28th. I'm John Carroll. Dana Clemens is off. And we begin with a live look, starting with weather. Our Underwater Connection Neighborhood Weather Network camera, I-25 and Garden of the Gods. 61 degrees and calm out on this Thursday morning. Not a whole lot to see just yet, but we have someone who can fill in the blanks for us. Storm Tracker 13's Mike Everett in for Abby Aconi now with weather on the ones.
Good morning, John. It is indeed very dark outside because, well, it's 4:30 in the morning. The sun, of course, will come up here in a little bit, but yeah, it is dark, but it smells fantastic outside. The air very moist this morning, has that kind of pine smell to it. Radar returns right now are showing a little bit of atmosphere or water in the atmosphere right now. Nothing that's translating to storms, but check out our neighbors. Strong storms passing through Kansas overnight, still right over top of I-70, causing some issues with travelers who are trying to head east, and that's just the beginning. A front will move through later today that will spread those storms widespread and could bring some severe ones. 61 in the Springs right now at the airport, 68 in Pueblo, 67 in Canyon City, 58 in Salida, 48 in Leadville. Seeing some 60s out in the plains, again cooler than it was last night. We had that trouble getting even down into the 60s overnight. We did it last night. Skyscan in motion. Here's what we're tracking is, again, these strong storms giving us a bit of a pass overnight, and again coming straight down as the jet stream makes its way through Kansas. But that will change as a front moves through today. We're going to talk about where those storms will come and the severity of them coming up in my full forecast. John, back to you.
Thanks, Mike. Turning to this morning's crime tracker, a local MMA coach is in custody this morning for the alleged sexual assault of a 15-year-old student. Investigators think there may be more victims out there. 27-year-old Lee Thompson was charged with sexual assault on a child by someone in a position of trust. Carlos Ibarra used to work with Thompson. He says people in the local fighting community are shocked.
Was good in the community, helping out. Always was willing to work with kids for some reason. Not a lot of adults would train with him. You know, I always knew him working with kids and helping out. You know, didn't charge anybody anything. When I seen this, it was really a shock to me.
Thompson is being held without bail. If you know someone who may be a victim, you're encouraged to contact the El Paso County Sheriff's Office. New this morning, a Colorado Springs man is behind bars after allegedly taking a hostage near Aspen. According to the Pitkin County Sheriff's Office, 30-year-old Brolin McConnell was holding a hostage near Lincoln Creek Road off Highway 82. McConnell opened fire when confronted by law enforcement. It's unknown right now if the shots were aimed at deputies. Once McConnell's hostage was able to escape, he surrendered. McConnell is now facing charges of first-degree kidnapping and prohibited use of a weapon. Pueblo County sheriffs have arrested a man after reports of a strong odor led to the discovery of a grow operation. Deputies arrested 36-year-old Franco Munch after someone called 911 to report a strong skunk smell. Deputies arrived at the 1600 block of 28th Lane, where they found 140 marijuana plants. Munch admitted to owning the plants. In total, more than $500,000 worth of marijuana was seized. New grant money will allow CSU Pueblo to break new ground in the field of marijuana studies. As part of a new program, scholars and students will study the impact legalized marijuana has on Pueblo and the rest of the state. The school has already received $270,000 in county marijuana tax money to conduct research. Another $900,000 will soon arrive through a state research grant. Now look at this morning's Your Voice, Your Vote coverage. President Obama closed out night 3 of the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia with a speech supporting Hillary Clinton. ABC's Lauren Lister takes a look at the president's speech and day 3 of the DNC.
A historic handoff. The country's first African-American president embracing its first female nominee for the office, quite literally and with his impassioned convention speech.
There has never been a man or a woman, not me, not Bill, nobody, more qualified than Hillary Clinton to serve as President of the United States of America.
A surprise appearance from Hillary Clinton at the convention on a night where the current White House was in full force to show support for her and to take a stand against Donald Trump.
America is already great.
He's trying to tell us he cares about the middle class. Give me a break. That's a bunch of malarkey.
The current VP,
Hillary gets it. Hillary understands it.
and later the man hoping to take his spot, Senator Tim Kaine, getting personal about his military son overseas.
I trust Hillary Clinton with our son's life.
And one billionaire businessman taking on another in Mike Bloomberg's attack of Trump.
I'm a New Yorker, and I know a con when I see one.
It was a chance for Democrats to take the spotlight back after the Republican nominee's stunning comments just hours earlier, encouraging Russia to hack Clinton's emails.
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing.
The Trump campaign responding overnight, calling the DNC speeches empty rhetoric. Here tonight, a big moment for Hillary Clinton. She'll accept her party's nomination. Lauren Lister, ABC News, Philadelphia.
And just a reminder, KRDO News Channel 13 is the only local station in town bringing you live convention coverage from the DNC. We'll have Bart Bedsole live from the city of brotherly love in the News Channel 13 Power Block coming up at 6:47 this morning. And in this morning's Battleground Colorado, we now know exact details on Donald Trump's visit to our state tomorrow. The Republican nominee for president will be in Colorado Springs to hold a town hall meeting at the University of Colorado's Galagly Events Center. Doors open at 11 a.m. Then he'll head to Denver for a rally at the Wings Over the Rockies Air and Space Museum. Doors there open at 4. For complete Your Voice, Your Vote coverage, head to our website, krdo.com. We have a Target 13 alert for you this morning on a local beef recall. A manager for Ranch Foods Direct tells us the move is largely precautionary. He says the recall was started after a customer got sick by eating raw ground beef. The company submitted several samples at the city, state, and federal levels. So far, one sample tested positive for a trace amount of E. coli.
This is a single incident, and it is clearly related to unsafe practices. You need to be cooking ground beef to 160 degrees.
The recall encompasses some 2,600 pounds of beef. You can find the complete list of affected products at krdo.com. Just click on the Hot button. Residents in Security are getting some much-needed relief from their contaminated water problems. What one school district is doing to make sure they have clean water by the time the new school year starts. But first, the hot weather is taking its toll on people in Pueblo. What officials are saying about the number of heat-related problems.
And strong storms passing by to the east overnight as a front moves through. We're going to see a shift in that pattern. We'll talk about what that means for your forecast when we come back.